she found the key, empowering ladies, setting us free. Battle in the storm with courage and grace. Shayna's got the wisdom to help you embrace. No more relying on pills they don't know. She's got the strength to help you grow. Feel the power rising inside. Shayna's guidance right by your side. Life's getting brighter step by step. With Shayna's touch, you're gonna prep. Feel the power rising inside. Shayna's guidance right by your side. Life's getting brighter step by step. With Shayna's touch, you're gonna prep. Medicine shelves are emptying out. Finding real strength, that's what it's about. No more prescriptions tying you down. With Shayna's help, you'll wear the crown. Ladies, hear the call, it's time to rise. Shayna lifts the veil, opening eyes. No more shadows breaking your day. With the wisdom, fight pain away. Broken paths don't mean you're lost. Shayna shows to bear through the cost. Healing hearts one smile at a time. With Shayna, you'll shine forever and rise. Feel the power rising inside. Shayna's guidance right by your side. Life's getting brighter step by step. With Shayna's touch, you're gonna prep. Finding the strength deep inside. Shayna Melissa takes us on this ride, from suffering to a life so free. Her healing touch, she'll set you free with the heart.
I hear you. Hey guys, have you ever noticed that some people are always miserable no matter how much joy is in the world? Those Karens and Debbie Downers. Sorry if your name is Karen or Debbie. And then you might notice others that have way less, are always happy and joyous all the time. How could you possibly be happier, laugh more, smile more, even if you don't have more than you? That's what we're going to talk about today. I am Shayna Melissa Stockman, fellow autoimmune warrior, board certified nurse practitioner, and registered nurse 30 plus years. I empower mostly ladies to get and feel better even when the meds and doctors didn't. I offer in-person and online classes, courses, workshops, speaking engagements, confidential consultations, and book signings. Today, we're going to talk all about the attitude of gratitude. And sometimes we just need to retrain our brain to master our mindset. First, I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Drop down below. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Please click that subscribe button so that you can see us next time. Get notified when we go live and support our channel at absolutely no cost to you to help spread our beautiful message to even more people. All right. So, if you look at this photo right here, I love this photo. Now, I always share with permission. Nicole is a fellow nurse. She sent me her daughter. No, I'm sorry. The mom, who's a nurse, fellow nurse, sent me her daughter, Nicole. And look at those smiles. But I want you to know we're both fellow autoimmune warriors, and we weren't always this happy. So even if you're not happy now, you could be happy, and sometimes we just have to master our mindset and retrain our brain. You see, when we suffered from these autoimmune symptoms, we were gaining weight, we could barely walk, we were in excruciating pain, our hair was falling out. But now that we stopped focusing on that and focused on what we could control and what we could do, we're so much happier and joyous. And look at us, we have thicker hair, we're skinnier, less pain or no pain, and we're just so much happier. So it's important to have the attitude of gratitude. And that's all I say about that. Now, if you look at this canoe right here, this photo I actually took, I carved in the sand of Long Island, New York, the word believe as the sun was going down. That's a real photo, but I added in the rocks and the canoe to help you visualize this. Now, sometimes we have to believe these things are possible because if we don't believe, we're not going to try and make them happen. But I don't know, do you guys know the story about the canoe and the rocks? Check this out. Now there was this group of canoers and they hit the rocks. So the next time the instructor takes them out, he goes, "You see those rocks over there? Don't go over there." So they looked over there and they subconsciously were steering in that direction and hit the rocks. So the next time the canoer instructor goes out with the group, another group, he says, "You see those rocks? Don't hit them." The last group hit them. "You see those rocks right over there? Look over there. Don't hit them." But the group was looking over there, and that's where their attention went. So that's where they were steering towards. And they hit the rocks. And then the instructor said, "Well, instead of that, what happens if I say, 'You see over there? Go over there.'" And then they went over there and didn't hit the rocks. So sometimes we need to refocus off the negative and stop going towards it and refocus onto the positive. So instead of focusing on what we don't have and what others have, maybe we should focus on everything that we do have that's bringing us joy. It would make our lives so much happier. Okay, now here's another example. Here's a fellow autoimmune warrior. She knew, a fellow nurse, she knew that, hey, garlic is great to reduce inflammation. So she focused on the garlic. That was like her rocks. She kept eating garlic, 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 and tons of garlic to reduce her inflammation. Now, you see, before she came to me, her kidneys weren't working good with her autoimmune. She had diabetes, high cholesterol, high bad cholesterol, was drinking tons of coffee for energy because she was exhausted. Her her blood was clotting. The doctors just wanted her on meds for diabetes, cholesterol, clotting. She always had inflammation showing up on her blood work. And after I helped her not focus on the garlic, because it turns out I helped her discover that garlic was a trigger causing her inflammation. Now, most people with autoimmune, it's not, but I helped the autoimmune to discover what their unique rocks or kryptonite are and how to stay away from them because they're causing the flare ups. So I helped her realize that garlic was like the rocks for her that she was focusing on. When we stopped her garlic and we focused on some other things that could help her, like how to attack root causes and activate genes, her kidneys started functioning normal. She was longer a diabetic. Her cholesterol was now normal. Her platelets were normal. She wasn't clotting. The doctors didn't want her on any meds anymore because she didn't have any of the problems. She had great energy without the coffee. And for the first time in her life, her showed her inflammatory markers were normal. High five to you, woohoo! So sometimes we need to focus off of the rocks and onto what might help us. And I hope these real stories help you. Now, a disclaimer: never ever taper off your medicines without the advice and guidance of a licensed healthcare professional like myself. She was in Your Wellness Journey 90-day program, and this group just graduated. We had a lot of great success stories like that, and I gave them certificates of completion. She had one of the most dramatic transformations. Kudos to you, nurse. Well, woohoo! We had multiple nurses in the group, nurse practitioners, and people that had no medical background whatsoever. And here's another autoimmune warrior. She was focused on the sadness. Hey, all the meds all the time. My hair is falling out. And I helped her focus off of those rocks or negative things that were bringing her down and refocus instead of what she couldn't change, but what she could change. And then throughout Your Wellness Journey 90-day program, we attacked her root causes, we figured out her triggers, we activated her genes, We addressed what was depleted in her body. And then here's what she said: I have more energy. I'm finally losing weight. My hair's she's now on 1,460 less prescription pills a year. And now she said, my hair stopped falling out because of that. It's coming in much thicker. My brain feels clearer. My health is improved. I am happy. And um, she said that, and on the group, another fellow nurse practitioner said, you sound more alive, because she knew her in the beginning of the 90 days. And she said, that's how I feel. Now, if you look right here at this calculation, because I attacked the root causes, I didn't focus on the rocks, what we couldn't change. I focused on what I could. And we attacked those root causes that usually modern medicine and doctors never do. We were able to diminish and banish some of her symptoms, and then she didn't need some of the medications. So again, only taper your medications with the guidance of a licensed healthcare professional, either yours or myself. Because her symptoms dissipated, I was able to taper her off 4 of her medications. Now, she's in another state, so I worked with her existing doctor as well. Now, 4 less prescription pills a day times 365 days a year. She is on 1,460 less prescription pills a year. That means less chances of dependencies, interactions, overdoses, deaths, and less of those side effects that were making her feel unwell. So sometimes the medications make us feel unwell. Again, only taper them off with your licensed healthcare pro. Woohoo! Kudos to you. High five. And I want to show you that these things are possible. Now, I also want to give attitude of gratitude and welcome aboard the new generation of Your Wellness Journey 2.0, because those are a couple of our success stories from the graduating class that literally just graduated a few short days ago. And I want to welcome aboard the new Your Wellness Journey members. Woohoo! Here's a couple of them. Tracy literally just joined like yesterday. High five to you. Pammy just joined. High five to you. And the others out there. We want to welcome and embrace you to focus off of the things you cannot change and onto the things you can change, to help you get better and feel better while reducing or eliminating your reliance on those medications. So welcome aboard. Thank you for believing in me and our process and seeing the vision of what is possible for yourself. For the members out there, those that joined your Wellness 90-day program or my annual members, you now have access to this beautiful library of 20 some odd editions of the latest and greatest Healthy, Happy Kudos magazine. I want to give attitude of gratitude. Thank you very much for this beautiful magazine. Thanks to Kudos magazine, the members, the annual members, and those in your wellness journey will have access to this entire library of about the latest 20 editions where I collaborated with them. And inside this beautiful magazine is easy hacks, lifestyle hacks, time-saving hacks, money-saving hacks, recipes, and look at these beautiful covers here. Thank you, Kudos, for putting me on one of the covers. Thank you, thank you. If you are not a member of my program yet, or would like to be, please reach out or drop down below member. And if you'd like to get the latest edition of this Kudos magazine at no cost, simply go to worldwellnessexpert.com/kudos. If you look inside the magazine, here's a sneak peek. When you click on the recipes, they're quick, they're easy, there are a few ingredients. You can actually go right to the videos where I am in my kitchen, my real life kitchen, cooking those things for you and talking about the powers of the plants and how in your busy lifestyle you can do quick, simple swap outs, quick, easy, yet delicious and nutritious ingredients. It is interactive. There are QR codes. There are videos in there that you can click. Now, let's come back to the mindset. We have to sometimes, to retrain our brain, will help us master our mindset. And we don't want to focus on those negative things we can change, like those rocks. We want to focus on the things we can change. So I want to give you guys a simple exercise you could do every day, literally in 60 seconds. Now, list three things. List something right now you're grateful for, right? What happens if you woke up every morning and started with the attitude of gratitude exercise? This is an example that I do throughout my workshops and my 90-day programs. I give you these little calls to action to move your needle forward. If you do the attitude of gratitude exercise every morning, think of three things you are grateful for, right? And one thing you're proud of. I'm sure there's something you can think of. If you look at this corkboard right here, you could put those sticky notes on your corkboard at work, right? I am grateful. I am grateful that I woke up today, guys. I love my family. Well, most of them. I am so glad I could afford to eat delicious food, right? So it could be three very simple things you're grateful for. A roof over your head, that you can walk, talk, you're not paralyzed, that you have loving support, and one thing you're proud of. I am very proud of how far I've come. Now you can put these stickies on the mirror. This way, when you wake up in the morning, you see them right there. And you can put something you're very proud of. Now you might not you might not be where you want to be. You look back, you can realize where you've come. Sometimes in the moment, we don't realize our successes until we look back. If I look back over these past couple of years, I'm like, oh my God, I became a number one international best-selling author and international speaker. If I look back comparing myself to yesterday, I might not have accomplished anything that I believe is of great value. So please look back where you were 2 years ago and realize, or 5 years ago, how far you have come. We all started at different places. We're all at different places. Don't look at yourself compared to where someone else is. Look how far the journey. You might have started so much worse off than them and have accomplished so much more in so much less time. All right. I want to also thank you for the viewers for watching. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're not watching on YouTube, just go to youtube.com/ at Shayna Melissa. That's our YouTube handle. Or if you're on YouTube, just click that subscribe button. It's no cost. It will help you see our messages. Please comment, like, and subscribe. There's no cost. It does support the channel to reach more people and help you more easily see us. I appreciate each and every one of you that has subscribed, has commented, and has liked us. It helps us because a lot of times I see you guys out in public and you congratulate me, and I didn't know that you saw that. So I love when I see who saw what. This way I know, I just know, okay? All right, I want to give thank you to all of those Google reviews, those 5-star reviews. We have a perfect 5-star rating. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Those who left 5-star ratings and left Google reviews. If you haven't already and you'd like to, drop down below Google or review or reach out to the team or myself. Here is some of the ones I received mostly just recently. Now, they have said things like, Melissa is by far the best person. Some of you know me as Melissa, and some of you know me as Shayna. I used to be known more as Melissa, but now more as Shayna. She's by far the best person. I know she's helped guide me through my journey. Happy to have met her. Another lady said, you're my angel. After I discovered her cancer, that her primary doctor, her oncologist, missed. And they go on and on and on. Linda said she's known me for over 20 years, that I treat every patient with kindness and compassion. She refers her own friends and family to myself as well, and she highly recommends and respects me. Another said, I provide the highest quality of care. A 70-year-old said, hey, after Agent Orange exposure, no one and all the meds, he couldn't get better and feel better until me. And I helped him taper off all of his medicines, and he was breathing better, had more energy. My own cardiologist gave me a 5-star review. And they go on and on. So thank you guys. If I don't know if you guys can see it. These are some beautiful quotes from people all recently within the past year. I want to give thanks to each and every one of you. Krista said, you over deliver value. The skydiver who had not been doing things that bring her great joy in decades because autoimmune issues was holding her back, was now skydiving and horseback riding and gained back years. fellow NPs said, "It was amazing. I can't wait until the next workshop." Um, Anne was now living without pain. Another said, "I'm extraordinary." Jasper in Japan said, "I'm relatable and makes everyone feel comfortable." All right, guys, give me a quick second here. I'm just going to check the comments. All right. Now, I want to give thanks to those that appreciated the awards that I have won by our current president, Don. Thank you, thank you, thank you for appreciating those awards. I appreciate that. I also, this past year, thank all of those that nominated me for these awards right here, especially Healthcare Pro of the Year. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all those that nominated me, believed in me. I want to give a special shout out to Kristen. I had mentored her in the past when she was a nurse. She's won a very prestigious annual award this past year, and she thanks me for inspiring her to become a nurse practitioner. So I want to give thanks because this is the month of Thanksgiving and to give thanks for all those we're grateful for. I want to give special shout out to my grandma. I hope you hear from above. My grandma gave me the belief that it's possible. At 79, she stopped walking. She believed in me and that I could get her walking again. She showed me that with belief, we could do anything. She showed me resilience. You have to go against the odds and continue. Consistent action, never ever quit. She was into prevention. She showed me food as medicine in the 1970s. And only decades later is JFK Jr. trying to incorporate this into the Make America Healthy Again. She showed me naturopathy. And even though we can't change our genes, we can change if that gene that we have in the family is going to be expressed or suppressed, like she did for her family gene of diabetes. I also want to give special thanks to all the people that booked me, even as far out as 2027. I've just booked engagements this past week in April, May, June, next October, and into 2027 for live, in person, informational, inspirational, motivational, or transformational talks. So I thank all of you that reached out to have me speak at your event, especially the keynote talks and the national, international talks, as well as the small local talks. Um, 1,440. I don't know if you guys know what that is. All right. 1,440 is the number of minutes in a day. And I want you to know, you may have heard this before, you are worthy, and you are worthy, and you are worthy, and you are deserving, no matter how busy your life is and how many people you take care of, to take at least 4 of those minutes out of 1,440 every single day. Pick a happy song and just get up and dance. Woo-hoo. Out of 1,400 minutes a day. I'm going to say again, you are worthy, you are worthy, you are deserving to just pick a happy song, get up and dance. If he stresses you, it releases endorphins. If you can't get up and dance, shake your head, clap your hands, whatever you can. I know when I do this in one of my workshops, a fellow nurse appreciated that because at the time he was just introduced to me, she couldn't get up and dance. But no something empowered her to get better and feel better and move her needle forward. So you guys pick that happy song, get up and dance, de-stress, burn a couple calories, increase your step, increase your confidence level. Do you guys know if you devote just 4 minutes a day to a happy dance, you will have 24 extra hours of exercise at the end of the year. So I'm all about, in the busy lifestyle, how can we do these simple swap outs? What happens if you swap out 4 minutes of TV for a 4 minute happy dance? You will actually gain 24 hours of exercise at the end of the year. Now you see these tiny habits add up. Imagine if you did 10 of something a day. Now in your busy lifestyle, what if you could do 10 ups, 10 extra push ups, 10 extra jumping jacks, whatever it is. Habits don't have to be bad. They could be a good habit and they could be a small habit. I'm not saying go to the gym for 3 hours every day. I'm saying do 10 of something a day. Now, that picture right there is not airbrushed. It's not filtered. That is me. Those tiny habits add up. I used to do hundreds or thousands of crunches a day. And over the years, they added up for these results. It's never too late to start. But even if you just do 10 of something a day times 365 days at the end of the year, that's 3,000 more whatever push-ups, jumping jacks, sit-ups you would not have had. And over 10 years, that's 36,500 extra of whatever that you would not have had. So make these habits and make them good ones, right? And make them fun. Make it something you enjoy doing. If it's 10 minutes of you like bicycle riding, hiking, taking the dog for a walk, whatever it is, make it fun and enjoyable. Now, was saying how that no matter how busy our life is, and we have to make time for ourselves. You are worthy. You are deserving. And yes, I repeated that because it is important for you to hear. A lot of times we don't realize that and we put ourselves last. But if we get sick and we're supposed to take care of the parents, the spouses, and the kids because we're in that sandwich generation, how are we ever going to do that? So it is not selfish to do this. It is self because if you don't take care of yourself and you get sick, you can't take care of them, especially if you're in that sandwich generation in between the kids and the parents where you're taking care of both of them. So I want to offer you this special gift. This is really now, you can scan that QR code or you can go to the website. This is actually a gift that there's no cost, no strings attached at all. It gives you an inspirational, motivational, transformational message. 31 of them, actually. You can use a different one every single day. There are 31 screensavers for your laptop or your cell phone. And you can look at a different one every day to retrain your brain and begin to master your mindset. And over the course of 30 days, that will create a new good habit because the habits don't have to be bad. They could be good and they could be tiny habits that add up. So imagine if you looked at a different screensaver every day for the 30 days or a different one of these emails every day for 30 days. Now they're going to give you a little inspirational message. It might just be a positive quote or it might be a little call to action like today, do a happy dance, you know, or something you're grateful for or something you're proud of. They are inspirational. They could be informational, inspirational, motivational, or a transformational quick message you can read in less than 1 minute. Just scan that QR code right there or go to worldwellnessexpert.com/30 days. If you don't see them within a day in your inbox, please check your promo and spam folder. Mark it not spam, not promo, drag it into the main folder, and even add our email address to your email address book so it doesn't happen again. Or even click reply to the email so it doesn't go to your promo or spam folder again. So I encourage you to do this. There are no strings attached, there's no upsell. This is just a pure gift of 31 screensavers for your phone or your laptop with another message every single day. If you're not too techy, you can choose to opt to read a different email every single day with an inspirational quote or a little call to action to help you retrain your brain and master your mindset, creating a good habit moving forward into the next year. Because before you know it, we're going to be well into 2026. These little tiny habits are going to help you de-stress before the holidays. And I want to tell you a couple things. So definitely thank you guys for tuning in. Like, follow, subscribe. Click that subscribe button. If you know someone this can help, this daily dose of positivity, just click the share button and send it to them. It's that easy. Next week, we're going to have a very special guest who was supposed to appear this week, but he's massively well known and had a conflict. So I want you to stay tuned. Next week, the Shayna Show is going to be live, same place, but at 7 p.m. Eastern. I can't tell you who it is, but it's a very, very, very special guest. And I'll drop a couple hints. She overcomes and manifestations. Some of you who know him know what I'm talking about. He's pretty well known. You probably know him, but you might not. It's going to be really cool. We're going to share with you what's coming up in the days ahead. And I'm also going to disclose more of how you can distress before the holidays. So please don't miss next Wednesday on the Shana Show Live at 7 p.m. right here with very special guests. And I will show you how to de-stress before the holidays. I'm going to release something all new that you're really going to want to hear about. So I want to give special thanks to all those that tuned in, that liked, shared, subscribed, participated, that joined your wellness journey, that are members of mine, that gave reviews, 5-star reviews, referred your treasured loved ones to me, asked me to speak at your upcoming events. I thank you to the beautiful Kudos magazine. I couldn't have made this all possible without you and Brady Events and Marketing. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart to help my message look more beautiful and reach more viewers in even less time, to take out the hassle and the stress of it all. I want to thank each and every one of you one last time. Again, maybe we can put up this free gift one last time. The website. Ding, ding, ding! My time's up. Hope you like my pumpkins right there. Oh, right there. Here we go. Scan that QR code or simply go to worldwellnessexpert.com/30 days and claim your free gift, your 31 screensavers of inspiration. All you need to do is drop your email and name right there, and that's it. And I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm just, what am I leaving out? Oh my God, I feel like I'm missing something big. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. If you join this to get this daily dose of positivity, you will start be getting my newsletters with exclusive invites, special savings, and other freebies. And you're going to get to learn more about how you can de-stress before the holidays so that you can enjoy the holidays more with these little calls to action daily to move your needle forward that you can do in seconds or minutes of time, and these quick simple swap outs in your busy lifestyle, like 4 minutes of TV for a 4-minute happy dance. So that is coming up in our upcoming de-stress before the holidays. You're going to have to stay tuned so that you can get the invite. All right, guys, until next time, be well, biohack, and see you same place next week on The Shana Show.
Finding the strength deep inside.